Week 12 of the NFL season is here. Let's make our confidence picks right now. Well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I'm Walk2K99. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to watch these videos. So Thanksgiving week has arrived. Hope everybody has a healthy and safe holiday, first and foremost. But let's make our picks. So let's look back at week 11. We went 10-4, 81 points, another very, very good week. So for the season now, we are 100 up and 64 down, 887 points. That puts us in the 90.9 percentile. For the first time this season, we have eclipsed 90%. Very happy about that. Went up 1.3%. So let's keep climbing higher and higher into the 90s. And a quick reminder on how we do this. We don't pick against the spread. We pick winners. So we're going to rank every game. We've got all 32 teams playing this week. So we'll rank all 16 games from 16 most confident to 1 point, the game we have the least confidence in. All right, so we're going to start with number 16. The game that we got the most confidence in, the surefire layup, is going to be taking place Thursday afternoon. It's the middle game, the Washington Commandskins at the Dallas Cowboys. Everybody, make sure your dinner ends around 4 to 4:15 so you can fall asleep for a game that will probably not be very competitive. I think the Cowboys coast to an easy 34, 35 point spot. I guess part of that is I'm still bitter at Washington for killing my knockout bid last week. You know, I'm out of my knockout pool because they played like garbage. 6 turnovers against the Giants, losing to frickin' Tommy DeVito and the Giants. Are you kidding me? But the Cowboys have won 12 straight home games dating back to last year. Dak Prescott has not lost a division game since 2017. And let us not forget, while Sam Howell throws for a lot of yards, credit to him, God bless him, he is also still the most sacked quarterback in the NFL. And this week he faces a Dallas defense that is very, very skilled at that task. So give me Dallas, best bet, 16 points. Number 15, it hurts my heart. You know how I feel about my New York Jets. But I can't pick them. I can't. I'm looking for Black Friday to be right out of a Stephen King novel. I'm picking Miami over the Jets with my number 15. It's Timmy versus Tua. How much do I need to get into this? Yes, it's great that we don't have to see Zach Wilson play quarterback anymore, but you still have an offensive line that will likely have 4 backups. Mekhi Becton will try to play with a sprained ankle. Absolutely, I respect that. Of course, it's a contract year, so he's going to give it that little bit of extra effort. But you still have 1 legit wide receiver and 1 legit running back. You still have the worst play caller in the league, especially now that Matt Canada has been fired by Pittsburgh. You know, the Jets' offense is horrible no matter who is driving the car right now. Okay, if the engine's 100 years old, has no workable parts, Dale Earnhardt could not make that car go anywhere. Okay, I know Tyreek Hill is a little bit banged up. He's going to play. And I do think the Jets' defense will play a little bit better than they did against Buffalo, but you just can't hold Miami down for the whole game. You just can't. So I think Miami's going to win this by at least 2 touchdowns. I just have a sick feeling about it. Number 14, I've got the Kansas City Chiefs at the Las Vegas Raiders. It's very hard to imagine Kansas City going on a sustained losing streak, and I think a big part of that is when Kansas City loses a game, it's almost always because they beat themselves, and most often that's with the drop passes. They have not replaced Tyreek Hill. I know they've won a Super Bowl since that time, but they have several wide receivers, and all of them seem to be very, very limited. But the Chiefs do have a 5-game winning streak over the Raiders, and in 3 of those, of the last 5 contests, they've won by 18 points or more, and it's still the best Kansas City defense that they've had under the Reid and Mahomes era. I think they handle Aiden O'Connell and Josh Jacobs just fine. Give me the Chiefs on the road. Number 13, another Thursday game, the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions. I'm taking the Lions. Detroit's just got that mojo going this year. You know, they were trailing by 12 points with 3 minutes to play against the Bears, still won, and now you got the quick turnaround. Now they're going up against the Packers defense that's allowing 134 rushing yards per game this season. That ranks 28th in the NFL. Now the Packers, They got some good feels back, coming off a very big win, but no Aaron Jones. He's week to week. I think Detroit has too much on both sides of the ball. Give me the Lions at home. Number 12, the Baltimore Ravens at the LA Chargers of San Diego. Ravens gonna Raven, Chargers gonna Charger. What else do I need to say? It still makes me sick that the Jets got thumped the way they did by the Chargers. But I don't care where the game is. Baltimore will always out-execute the Chargers. You know, losing Mark Andrews is a terrible blow to the Baltimore offense, no doubt. But Lamar Jackson still has Zay Flowers, OBJ, Rashad Bateman going against a pitiful Chargers defense that is now without Joey Bosa to rush the passer as he goes to IR. So give me Baltimore with my number 12. Number 11, the Carolina Panthers at the Tennessee Titans. There's the hard pass game of the week. You got two rookie quarterbacks playing behind bad offensive lines. The Panthers, though, they rank 24th against the run. They've allowed the second most rushing touchdowns with 16 through the first 11 weeks of the season. I'll take the Titans for Derrick Henry. They have a better defense, and they're at home where they're 3-1 this season as opposed to being 0-6 on the road. Number 10. All right, let's wrap up the Thursday slate. The San Francisco 49ers at the Seattle Seahawks. Maybe the biggest game of the day. Maybe the best of the week, along with Jaguars-Texans. But Brock Purdy, got to give him credit. He finished with a perfect passer rating against Tampa Bay. The last two games, he's completed 40 of 50 passes. I guess it must be nice to have a really good coach, a great offensive line, and many skill position players. Must be nice. But the Niners have won 3 straight against Seattle. They did that because they ran for 180 yards per game in those particular contests. And you look at Seattle, Geno Smith is banged up. Kenneth Walker is limited at best with an oblique injury. Going against that San Francisco defense, I'm going to take the Niners on the road. Number 9, the New Orleans Saints at the Atlanta Falcons. You know, this just lovely division has one team at 500 or better, that being the Saints. Both teams just had their bye week, and Derek Carr just cleared concussion protocol on Wednesday, so he should start. The Falcons haven't won since week 5, and of course, they're bringing back Desmond Ridder at quarterback for Atlanta, so that makes it simple for me. I'm rolling with the Saints defense with fantasy and with the Saints as a team for this pick. Number 8, the Cleveland Browns at the Denver Broncos. This has been a little bit of a toss-up on most websites that I've looked at, and in terms of fans picking it as well. A lot of people seem very split about this. You know, I give Denver a lot of credit for turning their season around. I still am not ready to buy in, and this is the first time that DTR is playing quarterback on the road, but I don't have confidence in the Denver offense against a great Cleveland D. You know, Russell Wilson, he's not making mistakes with the football, but Cleveland's defense has a way of forcing opposing quarterbacks into those mistakes. Wilson has been sacked the 4th most of any quarterback in the league, and then when you throw in the Browns' run game with Ford, Hunt, and include DTR on that as well, that's pretty good. The Broncos rank dead last against the run. All right, so I'm going to take Cleveland as another road pick. A lot of road picks here so far. Let's do another one. Number 7, the Pittsburgh Steelers at the Cincinnati Bengals. Well, the Steelers fans have rejoiced at the firing of Matt Canada. Mike Sullivan, I thought he was coaching for the Penguins, will call the plays. I don't think this offense magically starts rolling now. They've still been outgained in every game this year, but now they face Jake Browning, and we really don't know what he's going to be. He's a complete wild card. But for the Bengals, Jamar Chase and T. Higgins are both very much banged up. Minka Fitzpatrick, I understand, should return to the Steelers secondary this week. I just can't see Cincy holding on and overcoming the loss of Joe Burrow. So I'm taking the Steelers on the road as well. Number 6, the Buffalo Bills at the Philadelphia Eagles. Congrats to the Bills. They stayed alive by bullying my Jets. Now they get the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Cowboys. Good luck there. And now, Philly is coming in on a short week. And heading into Week 12, the Eagles are surrendering an average of 248 passing yards per game. That's 28. So Josh Allen, I think this is going to be very much a feast or famine game for him. He's got a league-high 22 touchdowns, but also a league-high 12 interceptions. Now, this is I think it's definitely going to be a tough one, but I think the Eagles, they just find a way to win those close games. I think it comes down to the last play, but I think the Eagles can do to the Bills what they did to the Cowboys, maybe forcing that last 4th down, forcing that last turnover. I'm going to say the Eagles take it. gotta say, this is where I start to get a little bit reluctant with my picks, is with this number 6 and the rest of the way forward. Number 5, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Indianapolis Colts. Colts coming off their bye, winners of 2 straight. Bucs have lost 5 of 6. You do have to wonder about the Colts' mindset without Shaq Leonard going forward now that he's been released. When he's healthy, he's a monster, but he just got hurt a lot. But what I really like is the Colts running game with Taylor and Moss. Tampa Bay's defense has allowed 400 yards or more in 4 of the last 5 games. I don't think they're going to be able to hold up. I'd say the Colts take this one in Lucas Oil Stadium. Number 4, Monday Night Football, the Chicago Bears at the Minnesota Vikings. Well, the Vikings saw their 5-game win streak end last week against Denver. Justin Jefferson, I don't expect him to play. The Vikings have their bye next week. I think he's going to use that extra week to take the extra rest. No matter, I think Minnesota's defense frustrates Justin Fields. I think they take this one in a close game. And then number 3, boy, oh boy, the New England Patriots at the New York Giants. How far the mighty have fallen. You wonder how hard either team is really going to be trying to win this game. Now, Bill Belichick does very well against rookie quarterbacks traditionally, but let's be honest, without Judon, without Gonzalez, he just doesn't have the horses to really make those impact plays. I say that the Giants, it'll be a very ugly game, but Saquon Barkley will basically carry the Giants on his back. And, I would think I would actually take Tommy DeVito over Mac Jones, assuming he's the one who actually plays in this game. I can't believe I'm saying that, but I'm just going to take the Giants at home because why the heck not? Number 2, the LA Rams at the Arizona Cardinals. This, I think, is going to be an interesting one. Rams had a big comeback win last week over Seattle. Cards dropped a tough one to Houston. Cooper Kupp banged up with an ankle injury. As of this recording, unknown if he plays. I think that the Cardinals got a little Murray magic in them. I think he's still very capable. I think they got 1 or 2 wins left in them, and I think they take this one in a bit of an upset from the Rams. And finally, my number 1 game, maybe indeed the best game of the week, the one that I think is the hardest to call, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans. Another showdown for first place, this one in the AFC South. Houston, all the credit in the world to them. They've won 2 games this year when turning the ball over 3 times. That's only happened 9 times this season, and Houston's done it 2 of those 9 times. So what that tells you is even when Houston's not playing well, they can still win. Oftentimes that's due to the competition they're playing. The Jaguars, here's the thing. One thing they do struggle with is stopping the pass. In their 3 losses, the opponent has thrown for 275 yards or more in all of those games. And here's the crazy stat. Trevor Lawrence is only 1-4 in his career against Houston. And going back even further, Houston's won 10 of their last 11 games against Jacksonville. But I think this is a statement game for the Jaguars to show everybody that it's still their division. I think Jacksonville's getting very overlooked. I say they feel the disrespect. They come out, they make a statement in Houston and take this game from the Houston Texans. And the Texans eat a little humble pie with a side of crow. All right, those are my thoughts on Week 12. Those are my picks. Let me see yours. Put them right down there in the comments. Got any upset specials? Any games you're feeling particularly confident about? I'd like to see it. And don't forget, very soon we'll be putting up the Jets versus Dolphins preview and the bowl predictions video as well for Jets Dolphins. All right, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you right back here with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.